Digibites here in kind of like afternoon, evening. It's 6 p.m. probably my mountain time. Was kind of booked up all day, other than kind of making the vids for the pop culture's collectibles roadshow drops. So usually I kind of will, if I can't, like I'm saying, if I can't be there to just do the drop and stuff like that, I'll kind of pick them up later on. And I kind of said that in the video. I think someone missed that, but I wanted to kind of talk about expectations on in this space. So usually I keep these digibytes short. So my idea is with expectations, listen, especially listening to the other Twitter spaces, is especially me being a hybrid collector and collecting on a lot of different platforms and having a lot of experience in a lot of different industries. I think what happens is that sometimes we want things to be perfect and we want them to kind of be a certain way, and that we expect them to be, that they don't come out the way they we thought they were, or was kind of said or promised. That we really like to take a really big take back, in the sense that these spaces are very, very these technologies are new, and there's so many things to iron out on the back end that unless you're in the trenches with these teams, we don't know. We have no idea. Just getting this stuff to work throughout all the different hardware and software on our mobile phones, on our PCs, on tablets, and the web is phenomenal. Phenomenal. And I think that sometimes, not only do we take pot shots at the platforms that we're natively on, we take pot shots at other platforms. And to me, like, it doesn't ever make sense because, like, if we're all working and building these spaces, they're all going to be integral. I mean, just today they were just talking about how Amazon's, with Niantic's huge, and I've talked in these spaces about Pokemon Go, where I joined Pokemon Go back in 2016. I think it was just like a couple of days after it came out, just because I was really interested in the technology. This is before NFTs. I was just kind of getting into crypto at that time, and like, to me, that's just showing how far along these technologies have come how far, and it's only gonna get bigger. So, and I think what happens is, like me, I kind of quelled my expectations, and I'm a lot more forgiving because of just how advanced all this really is. So, I ask guys that you do the same thing too. Don't knock your platforms as much. Don't knock each other platforms as much too. In the end, I think we're all gonna be connected. So, I think that if you're knocking someone else hardcore, eventually your stuff's gonna connect anyway, or they're gonna connect to your platform, and or they're gonna be all sold under, like, say, Amazon or eBay or something else. Again, this is all speculation, but I really believe that. I believe they're all going to be connected. And as more attention and more money and more collectors overall, right now there's a small percentage, very small percentage of I think real and active collectors. I hunt the markets heavy, and I see a lot of stuff. And there's a lot of people kind of just making sure that everything runs smoothly behind the scenes. That's the whole thing. We don't know what runs behind the scenes. Even as attentive I try to see things, I have no idea, and I won't pretend that I do. But from what I do see, I can understand the lack of understanding, the lack of me not being in the trenches. You know, other than a collector, other than the cool stuff I try to do with these digital collectibles, other than the people I speak with on the daily, I'm not integral with the software. I might be able to read the software to a certain extent, but I'm not the one updating it. I'm not the person, trying to make these contracts with licenses go through. I'm not the person who's building the models. So, and making sure everyone, all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed. So I expect the same. I expect guys, to kind of have the same feeling. And I think if we can just be more civil towards each other and just have a little bit more respect, just have more open conversation, I think we're gonna do a lot better. These are the early days, and I think that the relationships that we build now are gonna have multitudes of effects in the future. Imagine, like being mean to Michael Jordan or being mean to LeBron James or to a Mickey Mantle or to someone who's famous, man, or someone who's really gets far ahead. But maybe they're just a rookie, maybe they're just starting out. Could you imagine like being rude to Michael Jordan in 1986 and that was your career? You're gonna have a hard time, man. I mean, like, I'm just saying, but like, that's the concept, like, let's not knock each other, knock other platforms because, unless they're doing something really, really messed up and there's proof of it, I just would say let's just keep an open mind, keep open conversations, and try to give people the benefit of the doubt, man. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. If there's miscommunication, I try not to take it personally. I'm human. Sometimes it's difficult, but I take a step back, I breathe, and I say, okay, if I saw what I saw and I see what this person's saying, why are they saying this? And I just go from there, man. I just think that life's too short. We're in this way too early, and that we don't definitely don't want to be burning bridges or like nipping potential relationships in the bud. You never know where people are going to be going or what they have to offer. Sometimes they don't ever grow bigger than they are, but they have a lot of experience, real world experience, and you take that for what it is. Never judge anyone from the virtual digital book cover that we have. Don't judge them by their PFP. Don't judge them by the text words per se. Let's say something messed up. But that's it, guys. Just kind of wanted to cut that short with expectations. As I grow in the space, I look forward to meeting more amazing people, talking to more amazing people, and just growing, my digital collections and seeing what I can do with them, and also growing the physical. I mean, I have quite a bit of physical stuff, so I'm hoping in the future to start doing more videos on that. It's just finding the time, guys, but we'll make it happen. Till next time, have a wonderful, blessed day. Laters.